Hi, it's Mike DelSignore. In this video, I want to talk about what is the court process, what's going to happen at arraignment when you're charged with OUI out of the Ayer District Court. Ayer is a court I've been handling cases in for years. You're going to enter a not guilty plea, get a further date to come back. Now, in most OUI offenses, especially a first offense, there's not going to be any question of bail or usually even conditions of release. You probably were released on a $40 fee. That wasn't bail. That was just a fee to have the clerk come out. And on your promise that you're going to show up on Monday morning for court. Typically, Ayer schedules all their arraignments over the weekend on Monday. If you're arrested on a Tuesday, usually you'd go to court the very next day. So you'll wait around. They have to assemble the file. You check in with probation, and then eventually you're in front of the judge. I would ask, when I appear at the arraignment, I ask to waive the reading of the complaint. No one knows why you're there. Most of the time, they'll waive the reading. Some judges insist on having the complaint read. And then they'll give you what's called a bail warning, where they say, don't get into any further trouble, or you can be held without bail, and then come back for a pretrial date. So when you next date you're coming back, it's not a trial, it's what they call a pretrial. So why do they put cases on for pretrial? It's because they don't have all the evidence right at the arraignment. The DA needs to request from the police department, typically video evidence. That can take anywhere from 60 days to 120 to months. It varies how quickly the videos will come back. But generally the Ayer court, they're not the quickest. They'll probably be back in 2 to 3 months, I would say. Probably closer to the 3-month mark. So then we would get all the evidence. In Ayer, they do the pretrials on Zoom, so you won't have to appear. We'll look at all the evidence and decide what's next. So the next step in the process is, do we want to do a motion? So what's a motion? Let's say you took a breathalyzer. We might want to put it on for a motion to exclude that from evidence. Let's say there are statements in the case. So the most common statement is after you're arrested. So the way Miranda rights work, when the police officer comes up to the car, they can ask, hey, I smell alcohol. Where are you coming from? And you'll say an answer, and then they'll say, what'd you have to drink? 2 beers. That's going to come into evidence. That we can't get that suppressed. I sometimes will do a motion to suppress on statements I know legally are going to come in for other reasons, get discovery evidence, but that statement's going to come in. The statement that sometimes gets suppressed is after the field tests are done. The cop says, you failed all the tests. Why don't you tell me the truth? How much did you drink? Then you say 4 beers. That sometimes can get excluded on a motion to suppress under Miranda, saying you weren't advised of your Miranda rights, you didn't knowingly, intelligently waive them. So the next step, possibly a motion stage. Not all cases have motions. Some cases go right to trial. Trial will either be a bench or a jury trial on the merits of the case. First offense OUI, typically you're not going to get punished for going to trial and losing. You'll pretty much get the same thing, except there'll be a guilty instead of a continuance without a finding. I've had a lot of success in Ayer District Court. I've done a lot of trials there. So if you need help with an OUI first offense, feel free to call me. It's my passion to help people make the best decisions possible for themselves on an OUI case. You can call, text 781-686-5924. I'm here to help you and help you make the best decisions on an OUI case. I'll go over the license consequences, how to get your license back, what you should do, explain the field sobriety test, what's in the police report, and go over what I think the best way to handle your case is. So don't feel as though you don't understand what's going on. Don't be nervous. Call anytime. Mike DelSignore, 781-686-5924.